I've been following Johnny and Amber for quite some time, and one thing I sometimes do is I check out websites and platforms to see what their opinion is on Amber or Johnny. Now we know Aquaman 2 is coming out, so I see some more activity in the news. And it just so happens that CNN pitched in. This here is from September 15th, 2023, still fairly new, and for the record, I'm no fan of CNN, but this is CNN Entertainment, slightly different than their mainstream news. And furthermore, I like to check out people I disagree with a lot anyway. It's more meaningful, in most cases, than just agreeing the whole time with the article. Amber Heard, Blink and You Miss Her, an Aquaman 2 trailer. So off the bat, good title, that's true. Some people say she was in the trailer for a second, some people say half a second. I think maybe it was like 3/4 of a second. Whatever it was pretty quick. Yes, you could blink and miss it. CNN. Amber Heard's character had a big part in the 2018 film Aquaman, but in the trailer for the forthcoming Aquaman in the Lost Kingdom, her character Mera appears only for a few seconds. Now that's wrong. That's actually an exaggeration. The new film finds her reprising her role, as does Jason Momoa, who stars as Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman. A love story between the characters was featured in the first film. In the sequel, Aquaman reveals that he is now a father, which I like. But then again, I hear a lot of rumors that have not stopped about how the test screenings were terrible. I heard people walked out. I heard it got low scores. I heard inside sources say it was bad. So not only is you know who in it, on top of that, it doesn't seem so good. Okay, now here's where CNN has some problems with the way they word things. Because remember, we're in 2023 right now, and the case is finished, and Amber was proved to have defamed Johnny. Heard was locked in a legal battle with her ex-husband, fellow actor Johnny Depp, in the summer of 2022. Depp sued Heard for allegedly defaming him in a 2018 op-ed for the Washington Post in which she described herself as a public figure representing domestic abuse. While Depp was not named in the article, he claimed it cost him lucrative acting roles. Heard filed a countersuit and alleged in testimony that Depp calling her claims of domestic abuse during their marriage a hoax resulted in her role in Aquaman 2 reduced. Okay, let's continue and finish it out, then I'll get back to this for a second. I fought really hard to stay in the film, Heard testified. I was given a script and was given new versions of the script. They basically took out a bunch of my role. In an EW interview published this week, James Wan, who directed both the original and the sequel, said the plan for the sequel was always to focus less on the character of Mera and more on the character of Orm, played by Patrick Wilson. I always pitched this to everyone from the get-go. The first Aquaman was Arthur and Mera's journey. The second movie was always going to be about Arthur and Orm, Wan said. So, the first was a romance action-adventure movie. The second one is a bromance action-adventure movie. We'll leave it at that. Aquaman 2 is scheduled to be in theaters December 20th. The film is produced by DC Studios, with, like CNN, is part of Warner Bros. Discovery. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, so here's the thing. They didn't say who won the case in this article. All they say is Depp alleged Amber defamed him? That's some poor choice of words there. They then say Depp was not named in the article with no context. Here's the context. If you're guilty of defamation, you don't have to name the person. That's the law. But I guess, I don't know, it's CNN Entertainment, so they could skip some little details like that, like what the law actually says. So I will say, I like their title, but they didn't actually talk about it so much. Yeah, they mentioned it up front, that's nice. And they did mention some things to explain that Amber doesn't quite have the right to complain. But all in all, you wouldn't get the idea that Johnny won Virginia with a landslide, and Amber probably shouldn't be in the trailer at all from this. I can't say it's the worst article ever, but it's not that good. It's real short too. So I got mixed feelings. I guess as a narrative on the surface, it's not so bad. I mean, people look at it real quick. A negative CNN article about Amber. If they don't read it, it stays at that, but it's still negative. If you think about it, not so great. Okay, let me get to some shout outs. Shout out to Nitro Scal. Thank you for that super comment. Really appreciate it. Also, to Michelle, been supporting a long time. And to Heather, also been supporting a very long time. Appreciate all the comments. Want to get to more shout outs. I've been a bit lazy on it. Anyway, let me know what you think about CNN and their opinion. I'm doing pop culture, entertainment, things like that. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time. The new film finds her reprising her role, as does Jason Momoa, who stars as Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman. A love story between their classic characters. Where does it say classic? Where the fuck does it say classic, and why did I say that? Take two. The new film finds her reprising her role. It's not me, it's the writing, it's CNN.